What is up, everybody? My name is Ryan and you're watching Project Race Car, and today I am so very excited to announce the project car for the channel. You guys did not disappoint with the comments on the 1,000 subscriber special. Now we're almost at 2,000, so thank you guys so much, and thank you to all of these people who commented. Now I just wanted to thank you guys so much for all the support, and we're gonna get going on this project reveal. But if you could first leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, it helps out the YouTube algorithm and it helps me out very much. And again, it'll be a good start to this project car. Let's get into it. Is Greta, the new project car. Now, Greta is a 1991 Bmw e30. She's a 318 IS, which means that she has an M50 or M42 motor, making a whopping 138 brake horsepower to the rear wheels. Now, since she is a 90s car, her interior is in some pretty rough condition, but naturally with a project car, we're not too worried about that. So we have some rips in the seat, but I was planning on getting the seats reupholstered anyways. I think that with a deep clean on the interior, Greta will be in some good shape. The guy before me went over and put these seat covers on, but I think they're okay. Now, the best part about Greta is that she is a manual, a good old 5-speed. So there's a great platform to work on. She has a couple leaks in the engine bay, but other than that, she is doing amazing at 281,000 miles. She starts like a dream. Now, if you look at the paint, you can see the couple of miscolorations and a little bit of dull paint, but I'm going to see what I can do to bring this car back to life, to bring the paint kind of to the surface. I wasn't too worried about the paint because I was going to go with a actual custom paint color, but let's look inside the engine bay. Like I said, a little 4-cylinder making a whopping 138 brake horsepower. Now, for these 1991s, I believe that they only made between 3,500 to 4,000 of the 318 ISs. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But there are a couple things that are stopping Greta from being completely running. I shouldn't say from being running because she is running, but to make her safe. She is leaking quite a bit of power steering fluid. She has a valve cover leak, which we can see over here. So when inspecting the car, I saw all this gunk around the valve cover and then down the front of the engine as well. Again, it's a 30-year-old car, so there's not much that I can, do with that. But I ordered a new valve cover. With all the leaks being said, she is still running strong, very reliable from these. Since the car has 281,000 miles, I know that it's capable of being reliable. Now, with these cars, again, I think that it is a really good platform. The body is really good, and it's a good place to start. There are a lot of things that I do plan to do on this car, such as cleaning the interior, reupholstering the seats, an engine swap in the future, turbos in the future, which means paint in the future. So there is a lot of stuff that I do want to get to this car. Now, overall, she is in a little bit of rough condition, but she's still drivable and still in a perfect starting platform. It's a 2-door manual, rear-wheel drive, and it's, 2 doors. So there's a lot of stuff that I plan to do with this car, and a lot of opportunities that I see with her growing into the YouTube star that I want her to be. On a side note, she does have a little bit of hail damage that you can kind of see. And again, she's dirty. She hasn't been cleaned up, but I think with a good detail, this car will look in some good condition. I just need to get it registered. But let's go for a drive. Let's start it up and take her around the block. Now, on another side note, I did get my 335i running. It is full bolt-on and upgraded stage 2 turbos. I kind of have been working on this thing off camera and focusing on some other things, but I recently pulled the engine. And if you guys want to see another video on me explaining that and why it's been down for a long time, I can make a video about that and upload it next week. And I think one of the coolest part about the E30 is that the hood opens from the front. So you just set it down and then push right on the emblem to set it back. So like I said, she is all reliability. Now, I don't know too much about these M42 motors and how they actually work and perform and how well they are reviewed, but that's part of the learning process of getting a new car, and one that's significantly older than what you're normally used to working on. Now, I know you guys might be wondering why I chose the BMW e30, and I think that it's an amazing platform. I've always loved the body styles, and they are very much a hero of the 90s, 80s and 90s for BMW. They won a lot of races. They're very, very sought after. And again, I don't know what there isn't to love. I've always been passionate about BMWs, and I've always wanted a BMW e30. So I'm glad that I can be sharing this car with you guys and to be able to get monetized. It's all really just a good experience for me, and this car has just been something that I've always wanted. So right off the bat, you would think that a 30-year-old car and something with 281,000 miles on it wouldn't be fun or zippy or, a good time to drive, but this thing is quite the opposite. I'm not gonna rip it too much, but yeah, like I said, this interior needs a little bit of work, but I was planning on doing that anyways. But the engine actually handles really well, and again, for being this old and having 281,000 miles on it, it's really not too bad of a car. I'm really happy with how it drives. There are a couple things that I do need to work on, such as the steering. You can see there's a tiny bit of give, and with the shifter, just how much throw this thing actually has. There's a lot of throw in it, so there's a lot of play in there, and I need to replace that, as well as the steering shaft, but that can be easily done. The manual or the automatic windows work, so there's not much that I can complain about this car. Again, the reliability of it is just awesome. It does need a couple of oil leaks fixed, but again, all this stuff is super easy. Again, you can hear that this motor is nice and healthy. I'll spin the tires a little bit on a dirt road. She pulls all the way up to, it looks like 6,400 RPM. And again, for a 4-cylinder, it's not bad. Nice rear wheel drive. The suspension feels real nice on it. Brand new tires on it, so those are good. And again, it handles pretty well. Okay, so since Greta is a dream car of mine, I want to do everything in the correct steps. I feel oftentimes project cars are kind of not as well thought out, and so I want to do everything in a specific order and try to build her to the best of my abilities in the garage and see where it takes me. Again, as I plan to do this, I plan to replace all the parts, all the broken parts on her right now to get her in perfect running condition, and then I'll start thinking about doing suspension work and you know, kind of just go along from there. And then finally I'll work on the engine and then the exterior. So I don't want to paint the car before I get the engine in and everything. And again, she plans to, this is going to be a little bit of a time to actually build her. I plan to do it as a little bit of a slow process and kind of just keep putting out content. If there's anything specific that you guys want to see about Greta or any questions that you have, please leave them in the comments down below. She's a great platform, and I'm excited for everything that there is to come. I hope that you guys are excited as well, and I hope that, again, this is something that you guys would like to see. And again, the E92, the 335i, that is also up and running. So I'll be making videos on that as well. So again, I'm just gonna try to keep cranking out videos for you guys, and yeah, give you guys all that Greta has. Here is one last look, and again, I'm going to clean it up and again, keep posting videos. I'll keep you guys updated pretty much every week. I'm gonna try to get on a more regular schedule, but I think that she is an absolute unit. And if you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment your favorite part about Greta in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name was Ryan, and this was Project Race Car. Bye.